approximately 100.
Administration is looking at options to share American-made AstraZeneca vaccine doses.
Vicious hate crimes against Asian Americans.
On May 5th, the Biden government announced that it would support the abandonment of the intellectual property patents for the new Crown vaccine. Previously, high-income countries such as the United States had expressed their opposition to the new Crown vaccine patent exemption proposal, but it was criticized and accused by many countries. Under pressure, the Biden administration changed its attitude and finally announced its support for the abandonment of the new Crown vaccine patent. But don't be deceived by the political propaganda of the savior of the United States. The US government is just playing a trick of voicing support, just like Biden said before that the United States will fully support India's fight against the epidemic. In fact, little help has been given to India. After the United States gave up the patent for the new Crown vaccine, most people shouted for it. But does exempting the protection of intellectual property rights for the new Crown vaccine really help the popularization of the new Crown vaccine? Industry insiders pointed out that the removal of intellectual property protection will not help increase vaccine production, because raw materials and vaccine production rights are also major obstacles. The fact that many countries in the world have stepped into the lack of vaccines actually originated from the United States. Although the United States only accounts for 4% of the world's population, it has more than 24% of the world's total vaccines. The Biden administration had previously insisted on the vaccine embargo and banned the export of vaccine raw materials, and turned a blind eye to the critical situation in other countries in the world. In this closely connected world, no one is absolutely safe unless everyone can be vaccinated equally. The US hegemony on vaccines will ultimately harm others and itself. On the issue of vaccines, the US government has long been inconsistent with its words and deeds. Although the US government has promised to provide vaccines to the world, its actual actions are still practicing the America First principle, and even said that only when all Americans are vaccinated will it begin to help other countries. At present, the United States has an adequate supply of vaccines, but it has stocked 60 million doses of vaccines, which has been strongly condemned by the National Society. According to a report by CNN, the United States currently has at least 300 million doses of surplus vaccine. The international epidemic situation is still not optimistic. Vaccines, as one of the most effective means of epidemic prevention, should have benefited the world as soon as possible. However, the United States is engaged in vaccine hegemony, banning the export of vaccine raw materials, and hoarding large quantities of vaccines. The selfish actions of the United States have plunged global vaccine distribution into a serious problem. The imbalance is detrimental to global efforts to fight the epidemic and highlights the hypocritical nature of American morality.